trying to get to the outside.
Today, the Oregon Panthers host the Janesville Craig Cougars at the DeForest High School Stadium in this exciting spring football contest. This broadcast is made possible in part with the support from our generous sponsors. One Community Bank. Feel Good Banking, now with 11 locations to serve you. One Community Bank is a proud supporter of youth athletics. Visit us at onecommunity.bank. Member FDIC. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Please consider being a part of your athlete's success and become a booster today. Torhorst Insurance, your local insurance agency since 1978. Firefly gift cards for referrals. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. And the Oregon Chamber of Commerce, promoting, informing, connecting, and advocating for local businesses and the Oregon community.
This is a presentation of OCA Media Sports.
Welcome to another Oregon Panthers varsity spring football game brought to you live by OCA Media. I'm Kean McCauley along with Dan Dean bringing you today's exciting game. Today the Panthers take on the Janesville Craig Cougars, and we are coming to you live from DeForest High School. Well, here we are again, Dan. DeForest High School spring football.
Yeah, this third day of April 2021, we've got a cat fight going on down here. Cougars and Panthers. And I tell you what, this is the first ever matchup with Oregon versus Janesville Craig. With the restructuring of the Badger Large and the Badger Small conferences, we end up with a Janesville school in our division.
And Janesville coming off a loss to Janesville Parker last week. They played right after the Oregon game last week that Oregon lost in the final seconds.
It was a heartbreaker.
Yeah, 13-7, and now it's the battle of the beatings here. So we'll see who comes out on top. Two decent young football teams, and a beautiful day for football today, Dan.
You couldn't ask for a nicer day. It's 61 degrees out currently, sunny, and just a beautiful day for football.
Again, we ask for any mispronunciations that we may have that you let us know via OCA Media or through the Oregon High School coaching staff, and we'll try to make it right. We don't intend to mispronounce any of the names there on this Oregon High School football team.
Yeah, unlike different years, we don't really have a lot of contact with anybody to be able to get clarifications on that. But we did get a couple this week. We appreciate the feedback on that. And yeah, we'll get those right today. And it looks like Janesville won the toss and deferred to the second half. Oregon's going to get a chance to get the ball here first. Oregon offense struggled a little bit the first week. The defense Played lights out last week.
Oh,
It's an onside kick.
And Oregon had it to begin with. I don't know if they got knocked loose.
Craig coming out with the onside kick.
And it looks like Craig might have come up with it. Let's see what the referees have to say. Haven't seen a...
That's
And they will.
Oregon's ball.
Oregon's ball.
Boy, that was a close one. A little bobble there. And that was sneaky.
48-yard line.
Sneaky. You know, I tell you what, it's spring football. You're looking to try something a little bit different. Why not start the game with an onside kick?
Why not? So we have number 10, Drew Kesnick, under center here for the Panthers. Donovan Johnson swings out wide to the near side. Here's Kesnick, handoff, reverse, back to number 23, Austin Saunders, and he'll pick up about 14 yards and a nice start for the Oregon offense.
Yeah, Saunders with the only touchdown in last week's game. He broke off about a 45-yard run on the same type of play, a little trap play. This one was a reverse. And like I said, Janesville more used to that straight-up pounded offense. Oregon runs a lot of misdirection. If they can get the corners on Janesville here, we might have a productive day.
Overplay here on Johnson to the near side. Two receivers in the slot. Handoff. Naide. Excuse me, number
Teague Zudi.
Zudi with the run that time. Mixing it up in the backfield. Nice run of 7 yards on the play.
Yeah, Zudi had his older brother played for, I'm assuming our cousin. I'm not sure if it was one or the other, but a lot of years for the Panthers.
Now Johnson lined up to the far side. Two-man coverage on him. They'll mix it up here now. Saunders in the slot. Zudi, handoff, left side. He's got the first down, still on his feet. Tries to get to the outside. He's going to make it. It's to the 10, to the 9. Touchdown, Oregon!
Touchdown, Panthers!
I tell you what, Dan, a little payback from last week. They came out hot. They wanted to score right away, and they did.
And you see the replay here, and Zudi takes and he sheds that first tackle there. He didn't wrap up very good. Just that burst of speed after he breaks it, and he just turns on the jets. And nobody can catch Zudi. They hit him at the goal line, but he stumbles in for the touchdown there. So put 6 points up on the Community One scoreboard.
And here's Gabe Pearson to try the point after. High snap, but he does get it off, up through the uprights, and good.
And just like that, the Oregon Panther offense on a roll, and they needed that after last week. And MG had a good defense last week, but the Panthers, and like we talked about, they don't have the same amount of time and prep and stuff, and it's a lot tougher to get your offense, all the gears clicking on that than it is on the defensive side of the ball. So that's good to see the boys get out there and put a touchdown on the board right away.
I was kind of surprised. I thought they were going to lull them to sleep with the run on the right side and then throw over the top to Johnson, but Zudi able to make it happen from 20 yards out, and touchdown, Oregon.
Well, that's a good start to the game. Only 1 minute and 25 seconds ticked off the clock there on that first drive for the Panthers. They went 52 yards on 4 plays.
Looking at Janesville Craig's roster, they have quite a mix. They sophomores all the way up to the seniors, but again, preparation time coming into the spring season, very limited and very small amount of time.
Yeah, they have a very similar size roster to the Panthers, which is surprising. A lot larger student population there at Janesville.
Here's Pearson, ready to kick off. Nice high end over end kick from inside the 10 at the 6. He'll try to juke things to the right side and finally taken down at the 25. It'll be 1st and 10 Cougars.
And Craig with the return out to the 25.
And number 22, Joe Romer.
1st and 10.
Nice tackle there. He had a good game last week. A lot of solid tackles there. Now the Oregon defense, Ryan McCorkle last week, I gotta say, defensive player of the game, 3 interceptions. Number 5 out there on the left side playing that outside linebacker position.
Dan Deltkin is the quarterback for the Cougars, another double D here. He'll throw it out to the flats. He's got room, tries to get to the outside, finally knocked out of bounds by number 22, along with number 14 for Oregon.
Yeah, Joe Romer on there. He fought through that through that block.
Along with Bill Wink. Called Bill's name quite a bit last week. An up-and-comer, junior for the Panthers.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of the game, that Janesville game last week. They like to run a lot of those short little screens and little dump-off passes.
Yeah, look at the overload this time. A little mishandling here, but into the pass. Is that a high? No, they're going to call it incomplete.
Forward pass there.
Yeah,
yeah, they do a lot of those little dink and dunks, and so the Panthers are really going to have to be kind of Johnny on the spot with that, fighting through some of those blocks.
Third and short now for the Cougars. 3rd and 3 in their own territory at the 31.5-yard line. Big wide receiver in for the Cougars, the number 24.
Boy, he's tall.
Eric McLeavage.
They list him at 6'4", but boy, he looks like he's about 6'6" down there.
Here's Deltkin, man in motion. Handoff, and he'll push it upwards. He's going to be real close. Real close. If it's on the line, they're going to give it to him, absolutely.
We're going to have our first, no, we're not going to have our first measurement of the season.
I thought so. I thought maybe, the mystical Dan Dean would be able to come into play.
The eagle eye that I have up here is quite amazing.
So 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the 35-yard line. Oregon's defensive line putting some pressure on the line. We haven't seen anybody go for the quarterback yet. Handoff, and that time. Yeah,
Gabe Pearson just nailed him at the line of scrimmage.
Gabe Pearson able to go through the slot there and be able to take him down right at the line of scrimmage. I wonder if they're going to give him a half a yard here on the play. Oh, we got a hurt player that's limping off there for the Cougars. And he's made it, so will not hold up the game.
Now Gabe Pearson, even the last guy, actually, he's been playing since he's a sophomore. He's just gotten better and better progressively.
Here's Deltkin underneath center once again. Man in motion. Chip back to number 2. Tries to get to the outside, and there's Pearson again. Ball's out.
Pearson hit him and kind of punched that ball out of there, but took a lucky hop for the Cougars, bounced straight down and then right back up into the breadbasket.
Also in on the tackle, Luke Eisel for the Panthers. Excuse me, make that number 54, Ryan Perth.
Ryan Paith.
Paith.
I know that name.
Okay. So 3rd and 10 inches.
Shout out to Ryan's dad, Dave. Nice volunteer firefighter, Brooklyn Fire Department. Proud of his young man there.
So overload on the near side this time, 3 wide receivers. As we mentioned, that's what they like to throw it on in the flat, see if they can get running. Back to pass. And over the intended wide receiver, number 16, Tyler Stake.
And he's lucky he overthrew that pass, because I tell you what, Eli Wank was coming in there, and that would have been in front. He would have definitely had a pick 6 there.
Personal foul against Gabe Pearson. Looks like they're going to get him with a
oh, wow.
with a late hit. That's unfortunate.
Wow.
So that's going to give him a first down here, Dan, into Panther territory, basically at the 50-yard line.
I mean, I know we might be late to get the instant replay back on that, but I tell you what, he hit him right as he released the ball. I don't know if they said they drove him into the ground or what,
right?
But I don't think the hit wasn't that late, I don't think.
Here's Deltkin, eye backs. Handoff, no. Quarterback keeper tries to get to the outside. Ball's out this time.
I think Oregon might be on it. I thought Ryan McCorkle.
Yeah, slid back.
Boy, a couple fortunate
Gain of 1 on the keeper.
bounces there for
Down to
the
Oregon
Cougars, and we
49,
got a
and
player down here on the field.
Injured player on the field.
Well, they're running that option keeper, you know, reminiscent of the days of the the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Well,
Run
Janesville's quarterback down is the person that's down right now, holding his leg here. Let's see if he can get up and get back into service. I'm not really sure who is the backup here for Janesville, but I gotta guess he doesn't have a lot of time under his belt since it's such a small season here, Dan.
Yeah, I believe that Luke DeGraff is the backup quarterback, or yeah, I believe Luke DeGraff for Janesville.
There's a Caden Hodgson, which is he's also a quarterback. He's a
That's
junior.
true. That's true. One of those two guys be coming in for at least one play here.
So Oregon's defense playing very stout thus far.
Yeah, they you know, could have been an end to that series there if not for an unfortunate penalty there. But they got a lot of playmakers, and he's being helped off the field there. Yeah, it looks like his ankle there. And now we wish him the best. I hate to see any injuries in a football game, but they're part of the game. Next man up. And you, oh, well, I guess we were both wrong. Looks like number 6.
Yeah, it looks like number 6.
Hunter.
Kleitz, let's call it Kleitz, yep.
Hunter Kleitz coming in under center.
Hand off to number 2, tries to get to the outside, push back.
Stiff arm there. Oh, and
He gets chased out of bounds.
Marshawn Harriel with the run that time for the
Oregon
Cougars.
46.
it looked like Connor Blank with the tackle on the
It's a
outside
third
there.
and 6 for the
Gain
Cougars.
of 4.
I'll say a nice stiff arm out there on the corner. It's not very often that Ryan McCorkle will get bested by a guy like that.
So third and
Solid
6 here.
tackler on the Panthers.
3rd and 6 for the Cougars here inside Panther territory. Swings one wide receivers way over to the near side here now. Now one man in motion back, and it's going to be
Illegal motion.
procedure, yeah. He was fine if he would have kept going, Dan, but he turned back.
He turned back and made a movement towards the line of scrimmage, which is illegal motion.
And Janesville's going to go ahead and take a timeout here to talk about it.
Timeout
Got a new
called by
quarterback
Frank.
under center. You know, maybe just a time to
that
settle
can-
everybody down.
Can make things tough.
You're so used to that other guy making the signals, and
Oh, I wonder if they're saying that
Cadence.
Janesville called timeout before the illegal motion, but I don't.
Okay.
Oh, they're over there. They were over there talking to the Oregon coach. I guess that's what they're going to say. Interesting.
Well, there you have it.
Well, Keen, you couldn't ask for a more beautiful Saturday afternoon than we got today. Just 60 degrees, sunny. The wind the last 4 or 5 days has been atrocious. Finally died down today. And beautiful conditions for football. And 3rd and 6. The small crowds we have, I think, is limited to 2 people per player. But the Oregon crowd getting vocal down there.
Here's Kleitz under center. Now Madden in motion again. Hand off to the second man back. Almost up to the first down, but then pushed back.
And it's going to bring up 4th and 1.
Yeah, they're a little bit short here. Kind of in no man's land, but you would think it would be a punting situation.
Well, you know, I'm going to tell you what, the way the Janesville with that onside kick, and I see a lot of risk taking on that sideline over there.
So 4th and 1 here for Janesville. Single back, now man in motion, handoff. Quarterback keeper.
And they got him. In there like a biting sow.
He's taken down for a loss.
I saw Cooper King and then Haggerty in there to finish him off.
Yeah, Cooper King, nice tackle. Wrapped him up. No arm tackle there, Dan. Nice play. And so turnover on downs. Here come the Oregon Panthers.
You know, although the Panthers with the loss last week, I think their defense got a lot of confidence. You know, with how well they played. I mean, with the exception of, you know, essentially, you know, 2 plays in that game, they stuffed MG the whole game, and a lot of confidence down in those kids. A lot of good tackling.
Well, 1st and 10 from their own 42. Donovan Johnson to the far side. Zudi in the backfield. Now man in motion. Handoff. Austin Saunders. He's got room.
And but just like we talked about, Janesville's big up front there, but they don't have a lot of lateral speed to those corners. So I think that between Saunders, Zudi, Naide, I think they can really take advantage of that out on the perimeter.
And the 3 wide, 3 running back situation, 3-headed monster. We've seen that time and time again here from Danny Kissling's Panthers, and a nice thing to see. Here's Kesnick under center, handoff.
With Saunders again on that corner, and he's just making easy work of those defensive ends there, just beating them to the corner. And it's going to turn into a big gain every time. If they can't contain him on that, you're talking, you see him right here, and he just, a big number 87, he just doesn't have the speed to keep up with Saunders on that corner.
And look at the block out in front there by the wideouts.
Yeah, good blocking downfield by the Oregon receivers there.
So what a difference with these running backs getting ahead of steam up before they hit the line of scrimmage. You'll be able to make big plays so far this game. Here's Johnson. Hasn't seen a shot yet, but here's Kesnick under center. Back to Saunders again, trying to get to the outside.
And they just keep taking advantage of that. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to suck those defensive backs up close enough to where they have to help out on those end arounds and those traps. And then they're going to take advantage over top with DJ. At least that's what I would think.
Yep, gain of 6 on the play. Well, that's why you make the big money, Dan. That's why we got the mind for football up here in the booth.
They just pay me with Jimmy John subs.
And thanks again for the Jimmy Johns.
We're treated like kings up here.
Absolutely. Here's a man in motion now.
Oh, and they change it up right up the gut. That's Zudi. Touchdown, Panthers. Put another 6 on the One Community Bank scoreboard.
A little misdirection fake.
They got him thinking outside, and they just, you know what? They didn't do the pass over the top, but they got everybody thinking perimeter.
Yeah.
And Zudi up the gut.
Fake to Saunders, and then Zudi straight up the middle. Shout out to that offensive line, opening things up like the parting of the seas. And another touchdown for the Oregon Panthers.
Well, Oregon rolling early today, the offense. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. We'll have Gabe Pearson here, jack of all traits. Plays starting tight end, starting defensive end, kicker, extra point kicker, field goal kicker. I heard he might be the team's hype man, too. I don't think he comes off for 1 play during the game. That says a lot with the number of plays he makes on defense. Here we go. Pearson, the kick's up. And good.
And good.
Gabe Pearson.
4:52 left to play in the first quarter. It's your Oregon Panthers 14 and the Janesville Craig
14.
Cougars 0.
Now, so far this cat fight is turning the way of the Panthers. That's how you get a Panther and a Cougar in a cage together. And I'm thinking that Panther wins every time. Then again, Keen, I've heard you're a fan of the Cougars.
Oh, boy. Hope my kids aren't listening. But, you know, that's all I'm going to say about that. So here's Oregon ready to kick off once again, leading by 2 touchdowns.
Well, Janesville just kind of stunned here with the. And I want to see what's going on there. Did they?
Yeah, I think they called
Unsportsmanlike conduct?
Yeah, at the end there. I think there was a little bit of celebration that they called them on. I know they came over and talked to Coach Kissling about it, and he said fine. So, so they pushed him back. He's going to kick off on the 25.
I mean, I guess I don't know exactly what happened there, but I mean, like, if that's it with excessive celebration, these kids have been cooped up for a year and a half.
Oh,
let them have a little fun down there.
Yeah. So here's Person to kick off. Another nice kick taken at the 20, 19-yard line. Big head of steam comes up to the pride of the Panthers. We got a late flag on the play.
Yeah, we're gonna have an illegal block for the Cougars there. So it'll negate some of that return. Probably back them up to about the 25-yard line.
I don't remember them getting up to the 40-yard line, though. Weren't they at the 32?
I think they were at the 35, 35-ish.
Well, they started from the 40 when they marked the I don't
Oh,
know.
it's a spot that they're calling a hold. They're calling a spot foul that
All
had
right.
occurred at the 40.
It's in front of the ball. It doesn't make
Well, a little
sense
bit
to
different
me.
rules in high school than the college and pro game, but that's a spot foul even on a kickoff.
So Kleitz in at quarterback once again for the Cougars. Looks like Deltkin is on the bench with his foot up. Pitch back to the second back, number 2.
They're going to have a block in the back there again, too.
Minimal.
Joe Romer had his man beat on the corner there, and the receiver just decided to shove him from behind. So, and again, once you're already beat like that, you know, I mean, the option is you get a penalty for a block in the back, or you just let the guy blow your receiver up. And in this case, both.
So that's going to push things back 10 yards.
Yeah, interesting. Janesville running that power I formation. Not seeing a lot in high school football, but. Keen, I know you were a fan of the power eye back in the day, right?
Yeah, I used to play that position, the power eye. No, hoops man myself. Always loved the game of football. Here I am coaching or doing the play-by-play with the incomparable Dan Dean. Here's men at the line of scrimmage this time for the Cougars. And push back.
And just nothing there. That was big number 77, Braden Campbell at the nose tackle, first guy. He really clogs up the middle there.
So second and very long for the Cougars. Taking a lot of time here with the call coming in. Kleitz under center. Single back. 3 wide receivers set to the right side. Back to pass. Oh, and 22 is in there like a biting sow for Oregon. Joe Romer. No, no, no. Oh, goodness gracious. And Kleitz slow to get up.
Oh, boy.
No, I'm sorry. It's not Kleitz. It's one of the offensive line players.
Well, Joe Romer, again, a big week last week for him. A lot of tackles, a lot of big plays, and he just knifed through there and lit up the quarterback. And we've got 3rd and forever here. I'll say about 3rd and 27. And the trainers from the Cougars on the field there. And
well, we got a second here, Dan. Let me remind everybody the OCA Media brings you another exciting Panther football game next Friday, April 9th at 7 p.m. when the DeForest Norskies host the Panthers in a big matchup under the lights right here at Community Bank Stadium in DeForest, Wisconsin. And then after that, we get a week off. Is it a week or 2 weeks off here? Then the Panthers take on conference rivals Stoughton Vikings at Panther Stadium Friday night, April 30th at 7 p.m. We hope you can join us for what will be a huge game for both teams.
Pretty much our only true home game this season, the only one that will be played at Panther Stadium. But it's fitting that it's played against the Stoughton Vikings. And you're right, that'll be a great game. Great game and hopefully a beautiful night. And their trainers helping him off the field. And that's one of the other drawbacks here, not having kind of the time and the practices and stuff like that you typically get in the fall with the weather and what have you beforehand. There's a propensity for additional injuries out there. It looks like the Cougars are going to spread the field here.
Yeah, 4 wide out spread entire across the offensive line, single back. Back to throw. He lets loose.
Oh, and McCorkle was thinking pick right there. Cuts in front of that. He's like, I had 3 last week.
Kleitz threw it where he needed to throw it. He's down and away, and McCorkle wasn't able to come up with it that time, but he will go back here to receive.
Yeah, some tight coverage, good coverage. Nobody really open. You're right, just kind of threw it away there. And speaking of McCorkle, he's going to be back on the kick return here.
Look at that, back to receive in Janesville's territory at the 43, at the scrimmage line, at the touchdown line here. Now we have a timeout. Looks like Janesville is going to take another timeout.
Yeah, with 3 minutes and 24 seconds left to go in the first quarter of play. Your Oregon Panthers 14. Janesville Craig Cougars 0. Dan Dean along with Kean McCauley. You're watching a presentation of OCA Media Sports.
Well, Dan, you talk about a young team, and why not take a timeout, settle these kids down, have them relaxed, play some football, even though they're down by 2 touchdowns.
Chip Dose kicks it off.
And a good punt. He's going to grab it at the 44-yard line. And he's still on his feet, but they say he stepped out of bounds at the – oh, wow.
Yeah.
Down here, number 20 for the Panthers, Seth Nide, was blocked with number 87. Number 87, Matt Erickson, ripped his helmet off.
So they went
see the replay here. Now, you're not going to be able to see it on your screen, but McCorkle takes a bounce here. Oh, this is some great slow motion there, too. Look at this. Makes a cut, but off to the complete opposite side of the field, we had a flag come out. McCorkle just fighting. But you Seth Nide over there had his helmet jerked off.
So the ball's down at the 44-yard line. Now the referee's talking to the Janesville coach, so let's see what the call is.
Coach Kissling's down there. He's like, hey, can't be having any of that.
They are going to call it only against Janesville.
Yeah.
That's what I was concerned about. It was going to be a double foul.
Yeah, so he didn't retaliate or anything. He just threw his hands up in the air and was like, what the heck?
So that'll be a 15-yard walk-off.
And march him down the field. That's going to be some great field position for the Panthers.
1st and 10 from the 29.
29. And during this break, we want to give some props out to Caroline.
Teague
Caroline
Zudi,
on the Oregon sideline,
along with
handling the
Austin
ball.
Saunders in here for the Panthers. Donovan Johnson lines up to the far side.
I don't think we've thrown a pass yet today, have we?
We haven't. They're just baiting them in there. Your number 30, Logan Gable in the slot. Handoff.
Oh, and a humongous hole for Zudi. He's down the sidelines. He's into the end zone for another touchdown.
Touchdown, Oregon.
That's a run by the junior, Teague Zudi.
Throw another 6 points on the One Community Bank scoreboard. Let's watch the replay here. Oh, some great blocking up front. Look at Pearson and the number 52, putting a block out on there for the Panthers.
Yeah, one guy trying to arm tackle him. After that, it was all over. High stepping into the end zone, Teague Zudi. It's a third touchdown.
Well, Zudi with his second score of the game. And Pearson with the kick.
Oh.
Didn't get all of it, but he got enough of it.
Reminds me of my golf game.
Pearson puts it through the upright.
Just enough to put it in the fairway.
Yeah, well, if it reminded me of my golf game, it would have been a hard slice to the left. Excuse me, a hard draw to the left.
But you
That
can
brings our score
you
to
can spot it out there in the dirt. You don't have to play it out of there, Dan.
0.
Well, 3 possessions for the Panthers and 3 touchdowns. And we're not out of the first quarter yet.
Yeah.
3 minutes and 2 seconds
I was
left.
going to say, we still got 3:02 left to play in the first quarter. Your Oregon Panthers 21 and Janesville Craig's 0. I like this opportunity. We keep up like this, not to jinx anybody, but some of these younger kids are going to get some playing time, and that's huge for the future of the Oregon football.
Now Pearson going to have some kicking duties here.
You think he'll take it out on the kickoff this time after that?
He's
last
got
shot?
a pretty good leg. He puts it inside the between the 5 and 10 yard line every time with those good high end overhand kicks.
There's a nice kick. It's aiming to the sideline. Yeah.
Oh, it's going to go out about the 4 yard line.
That's too bad. It'll be 1st and 10 here
Pearson
for
with the kickoff.
Janesville at the 30.
Ball going out of bounds at the 5-yard line. That'll bring it out to the 35 where the Cougars
Excuse me,
will start
35.
1st and 10.
1st and 10, Janesville, Craig Cougars.
Well, Janesville having to mix things up. When you lose your starting quarterback like that, in the first series, a little bit of an adjustment period. We'll see if Hunter Kleitz can get things rolling here for his squad. Panthers defense, though, has been tenacious. Dare I say it's been some tenacious D.
Here's Kleitz under center. Man in motion.
The middle, and it's just stuffed, and that play's going nowhere.
Yeah, they've read that one out there. First man through is going to be
Pearson
stopped.
with the tackle after a gain.
Gabe Pearson on the original hit, and Cooper King in there also.
Number 33 for Janesville, Owen Shuka. 2nd and 9 here for the Cougars. Back to pass in the slots.
Oh, in the dirt, and they're saying it was a forward pass.
So right just like that, they'll be 3rd and 9 now.
Incomplete.
Almost looked like a lateral there from where the ball landed, but they're saying it was a forward pass.
Well, you know that's coming. You know that's coming. They're going to throw again.
Yeah, the side judge down there had the best view of it, looking straight down the line of scrimmage there.
Here's Clyde trying to get the signal from the sideline.
Big 3rd and 9 play here.
Back judge is counting. And finally, Janesville's going to have to take their 3rd and final timeout of the first half.
The first quarter, still 2 minutes and 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter of play here.
Coming in from Janesville.
Panthers huddling up on the sideline over there with Coach Kissling. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, I stand corrected there. That is not Kissling down there. I believe that's Stokes out there in the huddle.
So you knew Oregon had to score to settle after last week's bad taste in the mouth at that scoring at the last seconds of the game, and they've come out very strong here, and the defense has as well. 3rd and 9 now for the Cougars. Overload, 3 wide receivers set on the near side. I back for the Cougars. Hunter Kleitz under center.
Oh!
Nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Pearson?
You were going anywhere. That was McCorkle on the quarterback sack.
And it's a sack, bringing up 4th down.
Well, they ran an I formation with a triple stack on the opposite side, and McCorkle just came in on the blitz. Nobody there to block him.
I don't know what kind of a play they were setting up. The quarterback turned to the right.
Yeah, that was
nobody to throw it to or even toss it to.
Yeah, that was a good read by Ryan McCorkle. Just knowing that nobody was there to block him, no receivers on that side, and
so McCorkle back to receive this punt once again from his own 38-yard line.
Good punt. He calls for a fair catch. Lets her go.
Lets it go.
Lets it bounce.
And it'll be 1st and 10 Panthers. Still in this first quarter. And they'll take over at the 37-yard line.
Buck 36 left to go in the first quarter of play.
What do you think, Dan? Open it up, throw it down the sideline for Johnson?
I think that they've been baiting them to move closer and closer. And if you look there, the secondary, I stand corrected. They're still about 15 yards back, the safety is. I mean, they know the scouting report on this. They know that he's a deep threat.
Yeah.
But we just talked about it, and
there
he
is. And there he is. And there he is.
Yeah. Great catch by Donovan Johnson.
When I saw man coverage, I thought they got to throw it to Johnson.
And I don't know how the safety doesn't get over there. He was playing 20 yards back. You just watch Johnson just fly past his man there. And Kesnick, a good play. Yeah, there's the safety coming over late, and let it be, a little bit more air under that, and he goes all the way with that.
Absolutely.
But when you're playing man coverage like that, that safety has got to get over there to help. And but again, Johnson just so tough to cover. Got great hands, runs good routes.
Austin Saunders and Zudi in the slots. Back to pass once again. He lets it rip.
He's got Saunders in the flat. Oh! Oh, and it's picked off of his hands.
Oh, that's unfortunate. A flag on the play back there, too. So I don't know what they're going to call here. This might be coming
let's
back.
Watch this right here. And you thought Saunders got kind of turned around a little bit. You see him, he's spun around and then just, off his hands and a nice.
Oh, touchback. It's a touchback.
There's
Yep.
there's a couple
And there's a
plays.
little chop block right there on
Yeah,
the.
he didn't have his marker, so he threw his flag. That's a touchback against Janesville, so it'll be up to the 20-yard line. Oh, they're going to call the chop block as well.
Yeah.
So that's even going to push him back probably to the 10 or the 20-yard line.
Should be half the distance. I would imagine be at the 10-yard line. Unless you know what? I stand corrected. It's typically a spot foul. So it'll be half the distance to the goal. And it'll put him at like the 3.
Yep, looks like that's where they're going to mark it, right
And they're
about
calling
the
the
3.5.
calling the chop block. You are correct, though. That technically should have been a touchback, as it carried his momentum, carried him into the end zone.
Where it's first and 10.
So we got 3 wide receivers to the near side here and only 2 on the coverage. Here's a shot to number 2. He tries to get to the outside, breaks 1 tackle, and finally taken out of bounds by 3 of the Panthers.
He's not out there about the 8
Marshawn Harriel.
And Harriel, the one with the interception there.
Cooper. King.
Well, the Panthers defense with another opportunity here.
Calling it first and 10.
A little lateral pass there. And McCorkle fights off the block, and he's going to stuff him for a gain of 2.
Brought up for a gain of 2, 3. Gain of
Yeah, when
3.
McCorkle comes on the outside there to cover that receiver, he's going to fight through that block, 9 out of 10 times pretty easily. He's a big guy down there. He's coming in at 6'1", 210.
2nd and 7 now for the Cougars, taking a lot of time getting the play from the sidelines.
I think
That'll be the
they're
end
going to let the quarter expire.
End of the first quarter. So at the end of the first quarter of play here in DeForest, Wisconsin, it's your Oregon Panthers 21 and the Janesville Craig Cougars 0.
And that brings us
You're
to the
watching
end
a
of the first
presentation
quarter.
of OCA
Media Sports.
Oregon 21, Janesville Craig 0.
And we're back to second quarter play.
Boy, that quarter was so long, we almost thought it was halftime. The Panthers 4 possessions there, nearly 4 touchdowns.
2nd and 7 for the Cougars. Here's Keich under center. To the flats. Tries to get to the outside.
Pass out to Tyler
A nice
Stuck.
upending tackle there by Connor Blanc.
That would be enough for a first
Taken
down. That's
down.
going to move the sticks here for the Cougars.
At the 29-yard line.
Well, again, that's been
by
their
senior
bread and
Clay
butter.
Haggerty.
That little wide receiver screen that they like to run, a little dink and dunk.
There's 3 wideouts once again to the far side. I-back formation. Kleitz under center. Here's McCorkle coming from the near side. He lets the ball go.
And we
I
got it.
don't know if
Oh! Just in and out of the hand. Nice diving effort there
I thought, yeah, I
by
thought, the
Eli
original,
Wang.
I thought the original catch was suspect, but then when he pushed it up in the
Flag
air,
on the
that was
play.
it.
Oh, man, you look, and he stretches out for it, and had his hands under it, and just lost it right there.
Looks like they're going to push Janesville back there. A little hold here on McCorkle. He was coming late to the quarterback.
The running back had no choice. I mean, if he didn't hold him there, McCorkle would have lit him up again.
So first and let's call it 15 for the Cougars.
Again with that I-back formation with the 3 wide receiver set.
Hager in the middle.
Oh!
Pearson takes out the quarterback. He just got rid of it. Oh.
Wow, he just nearly blew up that
Run up the
exchange.
middle.
Back to the original
Great
line of
brought
scrimmage.
down
It will
by
be 2nd and 10 here
Andrew
now for Janesville.
Passnecker and Cooper King.
Here's Kleitz. McCorkle, excuse me, has another
He
bounce.
bounces it, and they're
Yeah.
calling,
It should be a dead.
I think it was a forward pass, and he's calling a forward pass incomplete.
Passes
Tough to
incomplete,
Tough to
bringing
tell
up
those,
third
you know,
and
they're
10
running
for the
those right
Cougars.
down the line of scrimmage, and
So lateral that skips is okay, but a forward pass that skips is incomplete.
there's a one hopper.
Again, remnants of my golf game. Here's I-back once again for Janesville.
And that one's a lateral this time.
Over to
Rank right
Marshall.
through it, and he pushes him out of bounds.
Takes it out
He'll
to
be short of the first
35
down.
before being knocked out of bounds.
About 5 yards short on the play, 4 yards short on the
Bringing
play.
up 4th and 4 for the Cougars.
Looks like Cougars are they're gonna go for it here. Down by 3 scores.
I mean, at this point, what's the harm?
Oregon's parents section trying to get into the game.
Getting
here.
rowdy, trying that hard count. Maybe
looking
that's
for
what
that
they're
hard
doing.
count. Yeah, watch the film from last week. Oregon got burned a couple of times. Oregon learned from that. There's McCorkle coming to these. Oh,
He's stuffed by Pearson. It's like hitting a brick wall.
It's a handoff up the middle.
Also in on that tackle, number 22, Joe Romer.
Clay Haggerty.
And Haggerty as well.
Assisted by Gabe Pearson. Ball will go
First
over
and
down
10
to the Panthers
in Janesville
Will be
territory
starting
for the Oregon
at the
Panthers.
34-yard line.
Shout out to number 70, the center here for Oregon Panthers as well, doing a fine job, and Tyler Wald. Hand off to the second man. This time it's
Seth Nide.
Nide, number 20.
Set the day. The gain of 3.
Now the PA guy doesn't know that. He's pronouncing his name wrong. It's Nide.
And we have an injury on the
Because
field.
Dan Dean got some inside information.
I got the inside skinny.
Another injury on the field here.
Well, 10 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in the first half of play. It's been all Panthers thus far. Running wild down the field.
How about a spot for today's scoreboard is provided by One Community Bank. Feel good banking.
It's a solid scoreboard there we got going on.
What do we got coming up after halftime, then?
Well, I think I'm going to finish this Jimmy John sub. Maybe eat a little bit of Cheetos. And, yeah.
I was talking about our stats from our
Oh,
our
yeah,
colleague.
yeah. That too. So, halftime statistics will be brought to you by Ron Davinska, head statistician for the Oregon Panthers and amazing groundskeeper of your Oregon Panther field. Jack of all trades. And he's helped off by the training. He's have another ankle injury, and that's 4 of those for Janesville. We had a couple of those last week.
Oh, here comes number 10, Drew Kestink, under center for the Panthers. Johnson lines up near side. Back to pass. Oh. Handoff to Saunders. It even faked me out.
Handoff to Saunders.
Little pitch there to Austin Saunders, and right back to
Gains
the line of
one.
scrimmage.
Yeah, maybe
Brings up
1 yard.
3rd and 6 for the Panthers.
Oregon looking to take control of this great field position.
Yeah, we talk about that no man's land. This isn't really, you know, 1 down territory. It's 3rd down, but you got two downs to get 6 yards. So you're not going to punt it here at the 30-yard line.
Number 12 lined up is Zach Clark, along with Johnson as the wideouts. Oh,
when he gets
from the
hit.
back.
Incomplete pass.
Yeah, no block from the left side there. I'm not really sure what happened.
Boy, he had Johnson too. Had him down the field.
So big 4th down, like you mentioned, it's they're going to go for it here. They're kind of in no man's land.
Boy, yeah. Those are the worst, man, when the guy just lights you up from behind like that and you're in the middle of your pass. Arm coming forward, though. Good call by the officials there.
Guess who's into the game here?
Brings up a 4th
Tight
down
end
for
extraordinaire,
Oregon.
Gabe Pearson will
4th
line up
and
to the
6.
left side slot.
You know, we haven't really seen a lot of action in him on the offensive side here.
Sorry, he's in there at left tackle. Handoff down reverse, and then oh boy, that's too bad. Looked like a reverse.
Yeah,
and
Saunders had wide open field. His eyes got big, and I think he was seeing visions of a touchdown there, and he took off without the ball. You watch here, and he just hands it back to him, and he's like, oh.
So unfortunately, Oregon not be able to make very good use of that good field position. And early in this second quarter of play, DeForest High School, Oregon Panthers taking on the Janesville Craig Cougars.
Well, it technically goes as a fumble for the Panthers, but it would have been a turnover on downs there.
A 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Back to pass. He lets loose. He's got a man. And
he comes down with that.
And hold in.
Pretty decent coverage there by looks like is it 13 or 12 for the Panthers, and Zach Clark.
The 28-yard gain for the Cougars.
It was really good coverage, but a nice play by Marshawn Harriel. He's been a one-man wrecking crew for the Cougars here with the interception, several receptions, a lot of those wide receiver screens, a big integral part of their offense.
Go quickly into Oregon territory from the 35. Single back formation here. 3 wide receivers on the left side. Single wide out to the near. Now we got a man in motion. Handoff.
And he's going nowhere.
Hagerty first on the tackle, along with number 71. I don't have on my list.
You see him just stuff. Actually, 77. That's Braden Campbell. Yeah, that play that they're trying to run up the middle is just gone nowhere all day. Panthers front defensive line, they're just stuffing everything.
So 2nd and 11 now for the Cougars. Back to pass on the flats.
A nice play by McCorkle.
Pass out to number 16.
Get about a yard and a half on that.
Yeah, back to the original line of scrimmage, just
Brings
inside
up
3rd
and 10
and
with the
long.
tackle.
See if the Oregon
Aiden
Panthers defense
Wolf.
can hold them here. Thus far been pretty stout is the defense for the Panthers. Looks like they're in a cover 2 here. Back to pass. Pressure.
And
Gabe Pearson again.
In there like a biting sow.
That's a beautiful
Twice
thing.
dropping back for a pass.
You watch him just look at this. He's lined up with his blocker, and Gabe just kind of pushes off of him. The quarterback rolls out to that side, and that's nothing but trouble.
Yeah, that's just another
For
level.
the Cougars.
That's just another level. So the punter back, not very far back. Now
Oh,
he's
it's a
looking.
fake. Oh,
Yeah,
nope,
no,
it's
he's
a
gonna let
punt.
it go.
And that's going to go into the end zone.
Yep.
Touchback.
Touchback for Oregon.
So a net 15 yards there.
Punt it down into the.
And I would have thought in that position, you know, I get it, it's 4th and 17, but
Panthers will take over
you're only going to net
20
10,
yard
15
line.
yards that goes in the end zone. Why not go for it?
Right.
6:50 remaining.
Well, I like the fact that they thought about it. They had the play intact. If Oregon was backing off, then they were going to throw it. Here's Henry Wink into the game as a wide out along with Saunders on the near side.
6 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Handoff. Around the left side, still on his feet.
Seth Nide.
It's a run by Seth Nide.
He's going to get about, we'll call it 8 yards on that.
Takes it out to the 28-yard
Watch a little
line.
misdirection by the Panthers. He comes around the corner here. Just beats the first guy to the outside. He turns it upfield.
Nice run on the first down here.
The last couple series, you know, looks like the Cougars have made a little bit of adjustments, you know, moving guys out wider and trying to negate that.
Zudi in the backfield now. Nide in motion, handoff to Zudi. He'll push forward. I think he's got the first down, Dan.
He does.
The first down for the Panthers.
At the 31, it'll be 1st and 10 for the
Gain of
Oregon
3 with
Panthers.
Pete Sudi carrying it out across to the 31.
Here's Donovan Johnson lined up to the far side. It looks like he's got man coverage once again on that side. Kesnick looks to that side before he gets under center. No, it's going to be a handoff. And driving straight off the left tackle.
Seth, I believe that's that Nide again.
Yeah, no, Zudi that time.
Oh, Zudi, yep.
This time gaining 7.
Sorry, they're both down. They're tough for us to
2nd
tell
and
the
3.
difference between 20 and 21.
Out.
Kean and I are both old, and our eyesight isn't the greatest.
So another nice long run there. 2 wide receivers. Handoff to Zudi once again. Another first down.
The power forward for another 5 or 6 yards.
Up a first down with a gain of 5 before
It's
being
replay. Look
taken
at some
down
good
by
blocking up
Jake
front by the
Costello.
Oregon offensive line, making a big hole there.
Oregon content to just grind things out here, unless they're just going to lull them to sleep again for a big score. Johnson lined up to the far side. 2 men in the slot, and Zudi and Saunders. Oh, they sniffed that one out.
Yeah, they read that one
Yeah.
there.
Saunders behind the line of scrimmage, loss of 5 or 6 on the play.
And sometimes you can go back to the well one too many times. But you're keeping them guessing. You're definitely keeping them guessing. Occasionally they're going to guess right.
2nd and 15 now here for the Panthers.
Yeah, that was McLeavage for the Cougars there with a little McLeverage on that play.
Henry Wink to the near side. Kesnick under center.
Oh,
There's that
nice.
play.
Nice misdirection to Nide. Wow, we're going to get a block in the back, though, for the Panthers here. They're going to back it up. You see, they're going to call that on. I don't think it was.
Call is holding on the Panthers
Yeah, I mean.
at the 48-yard line.
So that's going to negate the first down. Push him back a little bit here, another 4 yards.
I always think that the officials really got to have his head on a swivel, because when a guy turns his back on you, and you know, you've already engaged him with a block, it's tough to really call that a block in the back, you know, or a hold on that. But sometimes they don't catch the beginning of it when you're engaged, and those things happen.
So 2nd and 17 here for the Panthers. No hill for climbers. 2 wide receivers set. Another misdirection, and unfortunately, Austin slipped down that time.
Boy, a lot of things going on in that tight little space there.
And you wonder if they're trying some things differently, but it appears that they're running the same play.
Taken down behind the line.
3rd and 19 now for the Panthers.
I think we've got to the point where, you know, Janesville, they're starting to kind of cheat a little bit on those plays and try and expect them. That's when you need to fake it and drop back and chuck one over their heads. Everybody cheating up like that.
Here's Kestnick. He lets fly.
And a nice
and
pass.
He's got a catch there. Is that Saunders?
He drops back and the pass is complete.
That's Nide.
Nide.
It's a nice catch.
Out to Seth Nide.
So 4th down at the 50-yard line.
Right at midfield.
I think they're going to go for it.
Yeah.
Why not? Your defense is playing great.
And they will. So 4th and 4.
A minute 58 to go in the first half. Clock a ticking.
4th and 3. Johnson lined up to the far side now.
And he's got it.
Oh, nice second effort there. Stopped just before the first down, able to push forward.
They got that playoff just in time.
Hand off to Teague Sudi, who dragged some Cougars with him out past the marker.
Oregon's going to call a timeout here.
Some nice blocking up front there, making a big hole.
On the Cougar 45, and we have a timeout, Oregon.
Shout out to Gabe Pearson on that. They kind of got behind his block there and just kind of rode him down the field there for 5 or 6 yards.
Well, as long as the first quarter was, the second quarter has gone just like that. Only a minute 36 left to play in the first half. Oregon Panthers 21, Janesville Craig Cougars 0. Oregon on a nice run here to try to finish off this first half, Dan.
Well, the Panthers been moving the ball good here in the first half. You know, the first 3 drives, touchdowns. That 4th drive, you know, the ball just off the hands of Saunders in the end zone there, and then a pick, you know, by the Cougars there. But they've been moving the ball. They've been moving the ball well. Cougars trying to make a little bit of adjustments on that misdirection. It's really been a thorn in their side. They're really struggling with that. The Panthers with a lot of speed out on that perimeter. Saunders and Nide and then Zudi just pounding the ball up the middle. And they're going to call a false start.
Yeah, quick count there, but
somebody took off early.
Well, you know what we haven't seen so far today, Dan, is that the infamous slant play that Oregon is so well known for. Do we have the clientele to pull that off this year?
I think so. Kessler's got a good arm. He seems pretty accurate. His biggest struggle is the time he's had in the pocket. You know, last week he seemed like he was running for his life every other play. Oregon's offensive line is geared for speed, you know, that run style offense, not really that pass protection.
Here's the handoff.
There's Zudi. He's going to get about 5.
Handoff to Zudi.
They're going to mark it short. Gain of 4.
Bring up 2nd and 11.
No huddle. Minute 22 left.
2nd and 11. Here's Kestnick under center. Snaps. Looking. He's got McJohnson.
There's that slant. There you go. You called it. He's got the first down.
Just enough for a first down.
33-yard line.
Got a yard to spare.
And you will see the replay here. And Johnson just comes across in stride. Nice tackle there. And they're going to try and get it off, and they're going to call another false start. You know, you're not used to running that no-huddle offense. It gets to be a little difficult. Oh, they're going to call it encroachment on the defense.
Oh, nice. 1st and 5 now for the Panthers. 1:05 left to play in the first half.
And Elliot Olson entering for the Cougars.
Here's Kestink with the play from the sideline. Saunders off to the left here. Watch for a deep pass for Saunders. He's got some speed. Back to pass. Kestink's looking for Johnson.
Oh, he's got Johnson in the corner of the end zone. Just over the outstretched fingertips.
The throw was deep and intended for Donovan Johnson.
Wow, it wouldn't have been a touchdown, Dan, but it would have been darn close. Would have been at the 1 yard line, but yeah, nice arm there by Kestink. Johnson not able to come away with it.
All right, 59 seconds left to go in the first half. Great play call. You know, they've been lulling Janesville in with those counters and traps and misdirection, and give a good chance for the wide receivers to go back past the safeties.
Now Zudi in the backfield. Here's Saunders, and now we got a whistle once again. They're going to call encroachment once again. That's going to be a first down, I believe, for Oregon.
Yep, that'll give them a first down at the 23. Oh, we got a,
oh boy.
Somebody got lippy down there, and the officials don't like it. These guys are no nonsense.
Yep, it was the same guy. Same guy.
Yeah. What, did I say something? Like,
no,
that's
he did. Now he's out. Coach just get over here. Yeah, he was the one that got called for encroachment, and he's the one that retaliated.
He's like, but coach, you know, here comes the official over there. He's like, hey, none of that.
Both sides brought up the first down.
Yeah, we've all been there. Normally you mumble it so that the officials can't actually hear it, but or you say it to the guys in the huddle.
Yeah, he was still over the ball. He was facing. He was facing him. That was the problem.
He was like, it was about 2 feet from him.
Yeah, you turn away. So 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line are the Panthers. Saunders in motion. Handoff, Zudi over the right tackle. He'll pick up 7 on the play.
He'll be down to about the 4-yard line.
2nd and 4.
With the carry.
44 seconds and counting. Here's Kestink under center. Zudi back off to the left, inside, and touchdown, Oregon.
Put another 6 points on the One Community Bank scoreboard. Zudi shaking that booty right into the end zone.
Touchdown.
3rd touchdown of the day. Do we give that guy the golden sombrero? He's got the hat trick. 3 TDs. Zudi with a great first half.
Here's Gabe Pearson to attempt a point after.
Say 32 seconds left to go. Here comes Pearson, and it's up in it. Oh,
no
no good
off to the right. Yeah, you had a Janesville player coming in from the right.
A point after is no good.
Well, Pearson's first missed on extra points this season was 4 for 4.
32 points.
Looked kind of like your golf shot there, a little slice to the right.
You just never know what's going to come out of the bag, where it's going to go. That's why I have so many golf clubs in the bag.
Yeah, the PGA says they limit it to 14 clubs and a putter, but...
Yeah, but do they play by mulligan rules either? Winner rules? Don't count that. Don't count that. 32 seconds left to play. Oregon looking to kick off here now.
Warmed up to 62 degrees, 60.
Oh, we're up to a balmy 62 now.
64 it's up to.
Talk about golf weather. Might have to get the sticks out, Ben.
Not a bad idea. There's a great little course over here in DeForest. It's like 6 Mile Creek, something like that.
No. It's Windsor over in Windsor, and 6 Mile is in Wanakee.
Oh yeah, I mean it's over in this general area.
Yeah, in this general area. There's Pearson, nice high end over
Pearson's
end.
kicking it deep
Taken
where
from the
it's
12-yard
taken
line
by
by Janesville. Tries to get to the outside.
Marshawn
Ran down there by
Harrell,
Wink, and then knocked out of bounds by his brother,
who's
number
met
14,
knocked out
Eli
of bounds
Wink.
by Eli.
Oh yeah, I
Wink.
forgot that they're twins.
Yeah. Henry and Eli.
I don't know if they're really twins. I just said that, Can. 24 seconds left to go in the first half of play
First
here.
and 10 for Craig, starting at their own 33-yard line.
2 wide receivers now for Janesville. Man in motion. Pitch back to number 2, Marshall.
He's
And Gabe wanted
there's
said
nowhere to
nothing of
go.
it. And Ryan McCorkle.
Taking the ball across field and out of bounds.
He didn't really want to tackle him because he wanted the clock to
Yeah.
continue to run.
You
but
see the, you see on the outside here, McCorkle just kind of sheds the block, and you got those 2 guys in your sights. You might as well just run out of bounds.
Marshawn Harrell, the one that's doing the damage here for the Cougars, able to keep him under tow. Loss of 2 yards on the play. Motion, pitch back to number 16 for Janesville. He'll try to get to the outside and does. Got a first down.
Oh, just
And taken down by number, it wasn't 13. Who's the guy that's out of bounds there?
like Joe Rome.
Nope, 31.
Oh, Cooper King.
Yeah,
Cooper King.
Cooper
Sorry.
King there with a nice tackle here, but not till after they had a first down.
Yeah.
Hurry up
7
here for
seconds. Going to be the
Janesville.
last play. They spiked the ball.
They spiked the ball.
5.7 seconds left to go.
This will be the last play of the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
4 wide receivers. Got them spread here. Oregon defense back to prevent. Back to pass. Kleitz.
The pass is complete.
And McCorkle
Nice
going
job there by
nowhere.
Ryan McCorkle.
Well, that's going to do it for your first half of play. The Oregon Panthers dominant here in the first half. The Oregon Panthers 27, Janesville Craig Cougars 0. Dan Dean along with Kian McCauley. When we come back, we'll have some halftime stats for you. You're listening to a presentation of OCA Media Sports.
This broadcast is made possible in part with the support from our generous sponsors. One Community Bank. Feel Good Banking, now with 11 locations to serve you. One Community Bank is a proud supporter of youth athletics. Visit us at onecommunity.bank. Member FDIC. The Village of Oregon. A great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Please consider being a part of your athlete's success and become a booster today. Torhorst Insurance, your local insurance agency since 1978. Firefly gift cards for referrals. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. And the Oregon Chamber of Commerce, promoting, informing, connecting, and advocating for local businesses and the Oregon community.
We're going to talk about hand washing today. We do it every day, but are you sure you're doing it right? Wet your hands with clean running water, warm or cold, and apply soap. Lather your hands by rubbing them together with soap. Be sure to lather the backs of your hands, between your fingers, and under your nails. Scrub your hands for at least 20 seconds. If you need a timer, hum the birthday song from beginning to end twice. Rinse your hands well under clean running water. Let the water run back into the sink and not down your elbows. Dry your hands using a clean paper towel.
Thank you for the hydration station.
Thank you for the new soccer bags.
Thank you for the scorer's table.
Thank you, boosters.
This is a presentation of OCA Media Sports.
Back for second half action here. Our scoreboard today is provided by One Community Bank, Feel Good Banking. Here's our first half stats. Here's Dan Dean.
Well, the Panthers dominant in that first half. 10 first downs, 215 yards total. And Zudi leading the way with 11 rushes for 120 yards and 4 touchdowns. And I believe we were mistaken. We thought Saunders had that first touchdown, but it's been all Zudi in the end zone today. 4 TDs. And Saunders with 8 rushes for 35 yards. And Kesnick, 3 for 6 for 49 yards. He did have that one, rough interception. I mean, it shouldn't have been an interception. Wasn't a bad pass. But Donovan Johnson leading the receivers with 2 receptions for 45 yards, that long 32-yard reception. Janesville Craig, only 6 first downs, 81 yards of total offense. But here's another telling factor. They've had 8 penalties for 71 yards. And they almost have as many penalty yards as they do total yards of offense. And that's never a recipe for a good game. And leading the way, number 2 for them, Marshawn Harriel. He has 4 receptions for 57 yards, and the long being 30 yards. He's been doing most of their work on the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball. He's the one that came up with their 1 interception. The Panthers technically 2 turnovers. There was a fumble on 4th down, so you have that, and then Janesville Craig with no turnovers. Although they have put the ball on the turf a couple times here today. They don't have any technical turnovers here. So all in all, first good half of football for the Panthers. 27 points up on the scoreboard, and pretty dominant performance here. I have to say the coaching staff for the Panthers has to be pleasantly surprised here at this first half.
Yeah, absolutely. And after a loss of like last week, as we had mentioned, that the Oregon Panthers were coming out for blood today, and so far have shown that both on the offensive and defensive side. Now, as far as the Janesville Cougars, yeah, a little frustration on their part, and you saw that at the end of the first half with the unsportsmanlike against the Cougars. I overheard the referees talking at halftime that gentleman was warned several times before he did throw the hanky at him. So enough said about that. But, yeah, a little frustration on their part. They lost as well last week, too. But a young team, both Oregon and Janesville. So coming out in this second half, you hope to see more big things out of the Panthers.
Yeah, the Janesville losing their starting quarterback on that first series, like the third play of the game, has not probably helped things for them moving the ball on the offensive side. But the Panthers defense, though, they've been lights out again today. They just playing with a ferocity that you haven't seen in several years, and they're just they're out for it. And it's good to see they've Gabe Pearson, just an animal on that defensive end, and Ryan McCorkle there, Joe Romer making lots of plays, the Wank brothers. Playing in that secondary, doing a nice job.
I love that term, the Wank brothers that get in there for the Oregon Panthers. And, yeah, let us know if they are twins or if they're cousins or whatever.
Twins,
so
yeah, twins, cousins.
We're going for it. There's some power play there for the Panthers.
Oh, man. And then, on the offensive side of the ball, Zudi and Naide have been just running hard, and Saunders, a lot of that misdirection. Let's not forget Cooper King here. A lot of big plays in the first half, and Haggerty
in the middle linebacker there for the Panthers.
Yeah, there's been a lot of and the great thing is on the defensive side of the ball, it's just not one or two guys making plays. You got 7, 8 guys, and everybody's swarming to the ball. They play great as a defensive unit. You can tell that they gel really nicely. Guys are shifting when they need to. Guys are picking up assignments. It's they have a comfort level that's really nice to see. So, and it's nice to see the offense clicking. They, like you said, it was a rough first week on the offensive side of the ball, and they really turned that around here in the first half of this game. I think they look forward to that in the second half. Janesville did win the toss and defer to the second half, so they will be receiving the ball to start things, moving from left to right on your television at home. And the weather is, dare I say, has got even nicer out there, up to 62 degrees, sunny, hardly a cloud in the sky, and just a beautiful, beautiful day for some spring football. It's weird to say spring football. But that's what we got is some spring football going on here. And the Panthers looking good this wonderful Saturday afternoon. The third day of April, 2021.
Yeah, hard to believe that it is so nice here, playing football here. It would normally be on a Friday night, be misting, it'd be a little chilly. But no, beautiful day here.
A little frost on the pumpkin, as you like to say.
Right. Reminder, next week it'll be a Friday night game under the lights right here at DeForest Community Bank Stadium, where Oregon will take on the DeForest Norskies. And OCA Media will bring you another exciting Panther football game.
Well, it'll be our third game in DeForest here. So I think the Panthers are kind of getting used to this field. It is technically a home game for the Norskies, but the Panthers feeling good about it. And how about a shout-out to our OCA media crew? We have quite the production going on here. We got 4 camera angles going. We got sideline. You know what we need? We need ourselves a Booger McFarland down like on the field, so that we can go down to the field.
Yeah.
So please send your applications.
Your resumes yeah.
Yeah, your applications, your resumes to Paul. And here's our crew right here. Look at these guys. You got Paul as the head honcho in charge. Chris doing a nice job. Jordan, Corbin, Jim, Josiah. These guys put together a nice production down here, and especially during these pandemic times, people can be at home, watch the game, enjoy it, have themselves a cold one on a Saturday afternoon.
Sarsaparilla. Am I dating myself again, Dan?
Yeah, yeah. And look, we got some of the camera guys up there. Look at these guys. Wow, look at that.
They're everywhere.
There's some handsome guys up there.
I'm telling you, I think that our crew rivals some of the better, what I would consider professional, the games that are Madison teams and some of the semi-pros, that our team does a very outstanding job.
Yeah, and I'm excited about next year getting the telestrator.
The telestrator.
I mean, that's going to step our game up to the next level here.
Yeah, and if anybody wants to give to the GoFundMe for Oregon Orange Blazers for Dan and I, we're going to need a triple XL talls for both of us, or just give cash. Either way, it'll be just fine.
Some Oregon Orange Blazers up here. We got
that would be.
We got some Jimmy John subs. We got.
Yeah. Here's Gabe Pearson to kick off a little lower this time, not an end over end. And taken from the 10-yard line. Straight up the middle, tries to get to the outside, and cuts it back. We've got a flag. I don't know if they're going to call a block in the back there because he had his jersey. He didn't have the face mask, but let's see what they're going to call.
It almost looked like it, but I don't think he actually grabbed the face mask there. They're going to have a little powwow there.
Yep. They're going to call it. They're going to call a face mask.
Yeah, 5-yarder. He might have drug his hand across it.
Calls a face mask against the Panthers.
Yeah. Still got the 5-yard variety type in high school football.
And the ball is being placed at the
42-yard line for the Cougars, 1st and 10. They're going to go with the 4 wide receiver set, spread out along the offensive line. Single back. And Kleitz under center. Back to pass. He's got a man. Caught. Gain of 7. Back up to 9 yards on the play. Finally tackled there by number
Henry Wink.
Yeah, Henry Wink, number 15 for the Panthers. And where are they going to mark it? Are they going to mark it just shy? Yes, they will. 9 and an inch to go. 2nd and an inch to go. So here comes Janesville, wide outs again. Trying to get back into this game. They're down by 27.
Here comes Pearson, and he's got his man.
He not only tackled the quarterback, but he got the blocker as well, Dan.
Little fist bump by Pearson there. Watch him. You see he beats his man, drags his man and the quarterback back there. Oh, man.
You talk about a golden sombrero. I think that's number 3 for him as well.
That's his 3rd sack of the game. The poor running back there, Owen Schuska, just trying to block Gabe Pearson. It's like a man amongst boys there.
3rd and 8 now for the Cougars. Back to pass once again. Pearson, a lot of pressure on the quarterback. It will come up just short. And it'll bring up 4th down for Janesville.
Aiden look on the coverage there. He's a blanket coverage right on top of him. Only place for him to throw that ball was kind of down low there with the tight coverage look put on him there.
Here's Clyde with a punt.
See, so he's going to, oh, McCorkle almost with a block.
And Oregon lets it bounce. It does take a Janesville bounce, and it'll bounce dead at the 21-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Oregon.
That used to mean something different back in the day, the Janesville bounce. It's kind of like the Macaulay bump. You know, you give your endorsement to something, and gives that that little extra incentive there.
That's a misnomer. No, you don't have proof.
We got a little conference up here. I didn't see a flag. I think they might say illegal man downfield. Is that what they're going to call? But yep. That's the problem with only the gunners are allowed to go down the field on that, and so anybody else that pushes more than a couple yards downfield is an illegal man downfield. So you're acting like you're going to run that play, and then you pooch punt it like that. There's always that potential of having an illegal man downfield.
So they're going to make him kick it again here. Coach Kissling
I like
asking
that.
assistance, yeah.
Obviously, they'll set up for a return this time.
And now I see Ryan McCorkle going back, so punt return.
That's going to bring the ball back to the 29.
Wow, 15-yard penalty for that, Dan.
Well, I heard the officials down there, and I heard illegal participation as opposed to illegal man downfield.
23.
And I got to be honest with you, I'm at a little bit of a loss for that. If there's a definition there, so.
Well, way back inside the 30 to kick off, Ryan McCorkle standing on his own 40-yard line. Here's the snap. He does get it off. High kick taken from the 39-yard line. Fair cut by Ryan McCorkle. And it'll be first and 10, the Oregon Panthers.
Called by Ryan McCorkle.
That was a good change in field position. They went from the 22 to the 39-yard line. A net 17 yards there.
Now the first and 10 with the Panthers taking over at the 39.
10 minutes, 16 seconds left to go in the third quarter of play. Oregon's first possession on offense in the second half.
Here's Donovan Johnson lined up to the right side. Drew Kestnick under center for the Panthers. Handoff, Zudi over to the right side. He's got room. Pickup of 9 yards on a play before he's knocked out of bounds. Just shy of the first down.
Well, Zudi averaging 12 yards per carry in the first half. And it's not like that he had like a 70-yard run in there or something. His longest run was only 29 yards on that touchdown scamper. But he's just 8, 10, 12, 7, just every time. Lots of holes being blasted up there for the offensive line.
Second and 1 now for the Panthers. Here's Johnson lined up to the near side. Man formation for the wideout. Here's Kestnick. Handoff.
Zudi again. Oh, nice move. He's on his feet.
Oh, and that could have been a face mask there too, but he's not going to call it. But what a run by
I don't know how he watches. He cuts back inside. And shake and bake right there. And then you think he's down, but no, he rights himself. And I thought he was going to break that to the end zone, but he was still stumbling a little bit. I don't know how he stayed on his feet there.
Teague Zudi, only a 5'10" junior. And
Kestnick with the quarterback keeper.
Touchdown, Oregon!
Drew
Kestnick calls his own number off the right tackle and takes it to the outside.
You watch him right there. He fooled everybody. All that misdirection on the perimeters, he got him thinking. He just took it right up the gut on the quarterback keeper. Took one step back and just darted forward.
Brings it to 33.
Great play. Put another 6 on the One Community Bank scoreboard for the Panthers.
Gonna go for 2.
Yeah, why not? You know what? They make the 2-point conversion here. You have a running clock for the rest of the second half. High school football rules, 35 points or more. You have a continual running clock. There's no stopping of play.
Zudi off the left tackle.
And Zudi for a 2-point conversion.
So 4 touchdowns and a 2-pointer.
Junior Teague Zudi.
26 points for Teague Zudi.
Brings it in for 2.
9 minutes and 33 seconds left to go in the third quarter of play.
Really hats off to that Oregon offensive line, Dan. They're the ones that are making the openings. They're the ones that are doing the heavy work, as they call it, this high school football team. But I tell you what, when you got people like Teague Zudi and Austin Saunders and Drew Kestnick that can throw or run, as we can have just seen, a nice football team. They had something to prove today, and they've shown us.
They've really got things going on the offensive side of the ball here. So after the kickoff here, I believe that we have a continual running clock with 35 points or more. for WIAA high school football rules. The only time the clock stops is on a change of possession or timeout. Otherwise, she just runs and runs and runs.
Here's Gabe Pearson to kick off. Nice high end over end kick.
Ooh, all the way into the end zone.
Oh boy, he says, you don't let me kick my extra point, I'm gonna kick it into the end zone.
He's like, what? I made 4 in a row and I finally missed one on the season, and then we're gonna go for 2.
Yeah.
No, I see what the coaches were doing there. They wanted to get to that 35 points for the running clock.
At the 20-yard line.
No, 1st and 10 now for the Janesville Cougars from their own 20-yard line. 4 wide receiver set once again. A single back. And here's Hunter Kleitz under center. Handoff straight up the gut. Pick up a 5 yards on the play.
A nice pay by Daniel Kane.
Number 28, Lucas Labugin.
Labugin.
That's a great name.
Pass out to the slot.
Pass out to Harriel, complete.
And that's Harriel again.
Henry Wink.
He hops out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 for Janesville.
A gain of 12 before Carl Brooks.
8:50 left to play.
Has him at the shoe.
It's like a new player on the field, Zach Clark, over in the right side as the defensive back. Handoff straight up the middle. Knocked back by 3 different Panthers. Led the way by number 54, Ryan Paith.
Before Daniel Kane.
And Daniel Kane in on the tackle as well.
Brings him down.
2nd and 7 now.
Well, there's a lateral this time.
Shy of the first down, he'll be knocked out of bounds. Just shy.
Pushed out of bounds at the 47.
Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 1
for the Cougars.
Oregon looking to stop this drive. Man coverage right now. Here's another lateral.
Oh, and a nice tackle. Nice open field tackle by Aiden Look.
Backward pass to Tyler Steck.
Aiden Look and the incomparable number 13. We've talked about number 13 every year.
Yeah.
We got some history with that number, and this time it's Aiden Look.
Nice wrap up.
44. 4th and 4.
If I remember properly, Aiden Look last year was number 9, so he switched up the number.
Fourth and 4 now.
And he's going to, oh man.
Just
that's going to be, I don't know what that was.
That's not going to be a.
He's going to keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. He's up to the 40. I don't know, that was a pretty generous spot there.
40. First and 10, Panthers.
Now I'm going to have to apologize. We combed back through the our
archives.
records, and Aiden Look was actually number 13 last season. It's been so long ago, I forgot.
Well, at least he didn't call him JJ or any
Juwan.
Juwan.
Turner. Turner, the Turner brothers.
Yeah,
all wore 13.
Juwan owes us money for mentioning his name 5 years after graduation.
That's 5 years after graduating college. That'd be like 12
Right.
years after graduating high school.
On the carry.
Oh, we've seen some good ones. We've seen some good running backs. We've seen some fire plugs and, yeah, some spark plugs.
I don't know how long we've been doing these games for, but I feel like it's forever. I think we got to be coming up on like 15 or 20 years or something like that.
I don't see our plaque on the side of the press box yet, though, Dan. So we guess we got to keep going. Here's Saunders trying to get to the outside. He does, straight up the middle off the other side. He's going to try to cut back.
Oh, nice move by Saunders. Oh,
he's still on his feet. He's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! 60-yard run.
Oh, Saunders with a couple nice moves there, a couple cutbacks. He almost let the nose tackle catch him there. I don't think he would have ever heard the end of that if he had done that. But look at this on the misdirection there on the trap, and he beats his guy on the corner, right here, and makes the cutback there, jukes that guy. Nice block out in front there for him by number 60 for the Panthers. But then the big nose tackle almost takes him down, but he sheds that tackle and into the end zone for pay dirt. I'd like to give a shout out. We don't have number 60 in our program here for the Panthers, but a nice open field block.
Call is an illegal block in the back.
Oh, they are going to call that.
What?
Right against number 71 there. Yeah, we saw it on the replay. We thought that he got away with one maybe, but so not a touchdown for Austin, but it'll be 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line.
Wow.
Taking points off the scoreboard here.
Well, you guys watched that slow motion instant replay there at home, and you be the judge of that.
So Zach Clark off to the right side is a wide receiver. Here's Austin.
Seth Naide.
Naide with the run. Pickup of 1 on the play.
He's upset. He had visions of the end zone there. Here's a big hole. He just kind of got wrapped up.
With the carry for 3 yards.
Kesnick with a play from the sideline now. Clark switches it up, now back to the other side.
Just over
Taking a lot of time here, Dan.
Yeah, burning up some clock.
Handoff, Saunders? No, number 30. Logan Gable with the run.
Logan Gable with the carry.
They're going to say maybe a yard and a half.
Caleb
I see Gable come around here.
Brings up
and number 24, McLeavage for the Cougars there on a nice open field tackle.
Gable in the slot once again here for Kesnick. Saunders to the near side in the slot. Saunders off to right tackle. He's going to see the end zone this time. Touchdown, Oregon.
All right, I'm just making sure there's no penalty flags on the play. All started signals. All right, now we can throw another 6 up on the One Community Bank scoreboard.
So Austin Saunders gets his first touchdown.
Touchdown.
And deservedly so after that run. Deservedly so.
Here's Pearson into the game to attempt the point after.
Pearson's kick is blocked. I don't believe you can advance it in high school.
Yeah, they took a lot of time with the snap of that one, Dan. I'm not surprised on that one.
Well, with 2 minutes and 23 seconds left to go in the third quarter of play, your Oregon Panthers 41. Janesville Craig Cougars 0. This is Dan Dean along with Keenan McCauley. Watching a presentation of OCA Media Sports. And we're back here 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes to go in the third quarter of play. Panthers just dominating this cat fight today.
Here's Gabe Pearson back to kick off for the Panthers.
Now, last time he put it into the end zone for a touchback.
I think that's where he's aiming this time. It's going to come up a little bit short. Taken by number 2, Marshall, up to the 20, still on his feet.
Ariel,
Finally taken down.
who picks it up and brings it out to the 32.
You got a number for me, Dan?
Sorry, the 28. My mind is on +5 today for some reason.
Tackled by Seth Nide?
Oh, yeah, it was, I think that was Nide on the...
I didn't think it was him. Why was he playing on the
He's all over the place. He's all over the place. Just a sophomore out there. He's a tough kid.
Hand off to the running back. All the way out to midfield before finally taken down
Ball's
by number 7, Connor Blanke.
A nice little cutback there.
The 20-yard gain. Out to the 48.
Joe Romer coming up a little game on that one.
Yep, Oregon with a
hand off again off to left tackle, led at the line of scrimmage, pushed over Oregon Panthers, gain of 2 yards on the play.
Braden Campbell and Andrew Pesnicker in there.
Taking the ball out to midfield. Second.
Oregon with a few substitutions in there.
Four wideouts once again here for the Cougars. Back to pass. And quarterback keeper.
Nice
yard on the play.
Nice tackle in there by Campbell and Pasnicker again, if I'm pronouncing that wrong there for young Andrew. My apologies.
Down by Braden Campbell and Andrew Pasnicker.
Third and long here for the Cougars.
Last play of the third quarter.
Thought there was a fumble, but
nice tackle there. Looks like Luke Eisel and Campbell in on the tackle.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Schupa
4th and 3.
With the carry to the 45-yard line.
And that's going to do it for 3 quarters of play.
Where that brings us to the end of the third quarter.
Today's scoreboard is provided by One Community Bank. Feel good banking.
With the score, Oregon.
Oregon 41. Janesville Craig 0. Kia McCauley along with Dan Dean after 3 quarters of play. And you're watching a presentation of OCA
Media Sports. And we're back for fourth quarter of play.
Pass intended for Hayden Hodgkins.
Hodgkins, the intended receiver there.
So Oregon takes over on downs.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was fourth down.
Go over on downs.
So we're not done yet.
First
but
and 10 for the Panthers. At their own 45.
I was going to say, was Kesnick going to stay out there? But he will.
Yeah, I was curious to see who the backup quarterback is. I know we have a few guys. I know Aiden Look is listed as a backup. We got Aaron Myers. A nice play to Donovan Johnson.
Pass is complete to Donovan Johnson.
Nice pickup there, 14-yard play for Donovan Johnson.
He's brought down.
Throw out to the flat.
By Caleb Scholnard, number 48, the senior for Craig. Gain the 13 yards. The 1st and 10 on the 42.
Panthers with a few new names out there.
We'll try to catch them up for you. Here's Kestnick. Handoff. Zaide.
The 5-yard gain.
5-yard carry for him.
The Panthers taking their time, burning some clock. 10 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter. All Panthers today.
Jackson Demich out there as a wideout on the left side. Here's Kestnick. Nide. And he'll pick up another first down, gain 7 on the play.
A little ground and pound up there. You watch him, a couple nice blocks there. Look at number 83 for the Panthers. I don't have him on the roster, but a nice block out in front there. We got number 83 and number 84 in the game now. But a couple nice blocks for those young guys there.
Nide again with the carry. Gain of 4.
Now it's Nide all day here. Just pounding away at it, 4 or 5 yards a crack.
Gable makes it 2nd and 6.
Oh, actually, excuse me. That was Logan Gable on the carry. Tough for us to tell the difference between a 3 and a 2 from all the way up here. We'll have to get binoculars for the next game.
New set of eyes.
Now it's
Gable
Nide.
again. Yeah, no, that one was Gable, I think.
No gain by Nide.
We'll get it right one of these plays.
Pool or pond? 3rd and 6 here for the Panthers, taking their time from the sidelines. All right, Cable's in the slot. Nide in the back field. Along with number 40, Jackson Demich is a wideout. Here's Cable. Trying to get to the outside, does not. Met at the line of scrimmage, disappointed in themselves. 3rd and 6, going to bring up 4th and 6, and then it looks like it's no man's land once again, Dan.
Yeah, at the 26-yard line, you know, 4th and 5. I mean, the no-brainer is just go for it.
Brings up 4th and 6.
But however, Gabe Pearson's like, I haven't got to punt today. You know, we could punt this. He's probably thinking, I've done about everything else in this game. 7 minutes left to go.
Let's see what kind of a trick play they got here. One wide receiver. Wingback formation, and now we've got a timeout. Oregon, they're going to talk it over.
Yeah, the back judge was getting ready to start counting. So they had 5 seconds left there on the play clock.
Yeah, and Oregon, plenty of time to call those timeouts. Let's do it well. Let's, you know, go over it in our minds.
It sounds like they're going to need them at the end of the game here.
Right.
With just over 6 minutes, 56 seconds left to go in the game.
The backup quarterback is getting antsy. I'm just saying. Let's get a first down here. Yeah, big shout out to DeVorest High School for hosting this with the field turf, and beautiful, beautiful day here on this 3rd day of April 2021. Fourth and 6 here for the Panthers. Kesnick under center. In motion. Second man through. No, they sniffed that one out. It's going to be a turnover on downs. Nide with the carry. Has that been the first time that we had a turnover on downs, Dan, or was there some?
No, we fumbled it.
Yeah, technically we fumbled it.
To the Craig.
So Janesville Craig will take over 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. Oregon's defense back on the field.
Yeah, a few fresh faces down there for the Panthers.
Back to pass. He's got a man open, and Marshall Harriel not able to come up with it.
The pass for Harriel.
Some good coverage by Linus Maurice.
Along with the Wink brothers. Second and 10 now for the Cougars. Still on his feet, number 33 picks up the first down.
Out to the 40, it's a first down with the carry by Owen Shuka.
Owen Shuka with the carry for the Cougars. 1st and 10 from their own 40. Oregon giving some of their backups a chance to play today. Right,
nice pass.
Yeah, nice sit down there by 24 there for Janesville.
Yeah, McLevich with a nice reception there, kind of sliding on to his keister there, coming up with a nice catch.
Inside Oregon territory, just.
I think what the coaches tell you right now, just keep guys in front of you. Don't let somebody beat you. Don't let somebody get behind you. They want to catch a ball, 8, 10 yards on the field. Let them catch it. Keep the clock running. Oh, a little misdirection. And a nice play by Paith. And finishing him off there, number 51, Luke Eisel.
A loss of 4 on the play.
Yeah, Luke Eisel in there.
Yeah, Ryan Paith, first guy in there, and then Eisel kind of finished him off. We'll give them each half a sack there.
2nd and 14 now for the Cougars. Look at this, coming from behind.
Maurice coming in.
Linus Maurice. All the way from the right side.
Watch him. He comes all the way around and chases down. He almost caused a fumble there.
By number 25, Linus Maurice.
3rd and 16 now for Janesville. 4 wide receivers, single back in the backfield. Back to pass is the quarterback. He lets it fly. And off the fingertips of number 16, Tyler Stake.
We'll bring up a 4th down here for the Janesville Craig Cougars.
Bring up 4th and 15.
Back to pass once again. He's going to short arm at that time, and that's going to be a turnover on down.
Al hearing some footsteps there.
Really that should just about do it. 2:45 and counting Oregon takes over on downs, so I would imagine we're going to have...
Well, you know, kind of nice for those guys that they keep the shutout intact. And I know that probably means a lot to those kids down there. What great performance on both sides of the ball by the Panthers today. The offense putting on a show, the defense putting up a goose egg, and all Panthers all day. Just over 2 minutes left to play in the game here.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to just go into the victory formation here, Dan. Be able to run out the clock. They're going to run out play. Here's Nade. And he'll pick up another first down. Again, thought he was down after 8-yard carry.
I was unsure if they were going to take a knee or not, but I think, you know, these kids really, you've got a lot of the younger kids in there, a lot of the sophomores and stuff getting some snaps.
Yeah.
And, you know, so they're just in there running some plays.
1:35 left to play in the game.
A lot of those kids, they've worked hard in practice and all that kind of stuff, and it's nice they get a chance to get some snaps and get some PT in there. Oh, they're going to get a delay. They're going to get a delay game here.
Yeah, they are.
Now he's going to take a knee. All right.
Just in time. Boy, he was about to throw the flag.
I think they had to get one more first down anyways with 2 minutes left with
55 left, yeah.
And so that might have been the right call. Well, the Cougars going to go to 0-2 on the season. The Panthers going to go to 1-1 on the season.
And it looks like it's going to run out the clock for today's game. Don't forget, OCA Media brings you another exciting Panther football game next Friday night, April 9th at 7 p.m. right here when the DeVore Snarskies host the Panthers in a big matchup under the lights.
And don't forget our One Community Bank scoreboard, brought to you by One Community Bank in Oregon, proud sponsor of Oregon Panther football. The Panthers going to line up here, so is Janesville. Well, this Badger Conference cat fight, the Panther comes out on top of the Cougar here.
This afternoon's game, but the
final score 41 for the Oregon Panthers, 0 for Janesville Craig.
Janesville Craig, Oregon and DeForest appreciate your attendance today. Also appreciate your positive sportsmanship.
The OCA Media hopes you enjoyed this broadcast of Panther football today. OCA Media brings you another exciting Panther football game Friday, April 9th at 7 p.m. when the DeFore Snarskies host the Panthers in a big matchup under the lights. The Panthers take on conference rival Stoughton Vikings at Panther Stadium Friday night, April 30th at 7 p.m. We hope you join us for what will be a huge game for both teams. On behalf of the OCA Media Sports production crew, thank you for watching OCA Media Sports. I'm Kean McCauley along with Dan Dean, and you've been watching a presentation of OCA Media Sports.
This broadcast is made possible in part with the support from our generous sponsors. One Community Bank. Feel Good Banking, now with 11 locations to serve you. One Community Bank is a proud supporter of youth athletics. Visit us at onecommunity.bank. Member FDIC. The Village of Oregon. A great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Please consider being a part of your athlete's success and become a booster today. Torhorst Insurance, your local insurance agency since 1978. Firefly gift cards for referrals. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. And the Oregon Chamber of Commerce, promoting, informing, connecting and advocating for local businesses and the Oregon community.